Hello. This is a guide on how to create power lines, telephone poles, and so on in Terrain Builder slash Bulldozer. You need three things basically. So, first thing you need is Terrain Builder, Open, Terrain Processor, which you can get on both from the DayZ Tools. And then you need to download the powerline XMLs from the DayZ GitHub, which I'll have linked below in the description. But basically, once you've got them installed, they will look something like they're called DayZ Misc. This is where you get your binned word parts from as well. But I'd have them all saved. Probably best just to keep them saved on your P drive for whenever you need them. But there's one called powerlines. And basically these will be in XML formats, which to use them in Terrain Processor, you want to change them to .shp, which then allows them to be just used. So once you've done that, load up Terrain Processor, which create a new project, and then just go onto your P drive. I always make a folder linked to your map name. Let's call it like TP underscore map name. Like my map's called Meridia, so TP underscore Meridia, or just call it Meridia. Don't call it Meridia, but call it your map name, and then just TP or power lines or whatever. But I'll call it Meridia underscore TP because I've already got a TP folder. So once you got that, just go into it and call the project as your map name underscore power lines, just so you know. Okay, once you're on Terrain Processor, come up to the blue Add New Task, click on Power Lines, and then we'll go from left to right in terms of what you need to do. So parameters is the Powerline XML you downloaded. So just double click here, go onto value, go onto DayZ Misc, and then power lines. And the XML files don't show up, so just click on the renamed SHP file you did, and then click OK. Make sure you just type in the value of 1, because it will just choose the default power pole. Then shapefile, come into Terrain Builder, create a new layer. Let's call it power lines. And then just come anywhere on the map. I'll show you here. So you want to add a polyline. You see on the top there's measurements. It's best to line it up so it goes up in increments of 50 meters roughly, which is a decent amount of range for the power poles. Look at the 3 official maps for as a baseline on how it should look. I think Livonia and Sakal are a lot better to do, as there's more variety. But as well, Chernarus didn't release with telephone poles and power lines and so on. So and some parts of the map just don't have anything there. So it's best to use Livonia and Sakal as they're the most updated, I'd say. So once you've selected the polyline, just click. So we'll go like, okay, hold on. Make sure you're on a shape layer. That's why. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just go as far as you want, and then to end it, just double click. Try and keep it in a straight line. It will look a lot cleaner, more realistic, and just use the official maps as a baseline. Just like follow the power lines on the sides of roads, or if you can see them on your satellite map, it's a good baseline as well. Now for connecting pieces, I will show you another one. So if we make another line, so we'll go like this. If you remember exactly where you placed your power line, it can help you out to create power lines that where 2 power poles come off from 1 power pole connector. So for this, you need to, it's a bit awkward, but you need to try find exactly where you placed it. So it's easy to do it when you have it on like a curve, but if you like to place it here, then just make it come off and so on. Like you can pretend like this one's going down this way. So once you've done that, you will have your shapes. Then you come into here, export shapes, and then do current layer, and then come into here, go to your folder, and then just call it powerlines_01. Save that. Make sure you tick crop to current map frame bounds. Then that will export. Then whilst you are in here, you want to export your height map. I think you can use your height map, which you use when you rebuild the terrain, but I always just export it. I look anyway, and just have a separate one. So just call this HM for height map, and then your map name, just so it's like nice and clean. Save that. I mean, export it and save it. So once that's done, come back onto terrain builder. So you've done your parameters. Now onto shapefile, which should just be in your terrain process thing. So don't choose the polygon one, choose the polyline, and then it will show you what it looks like. And as you can see, this is the straight one we made. This is the one that has two power poles joining into one. It looks like it has connected. If it doesn't, you might have to do it by hand. It doesn't take that long, but it's just tedious and annoying. But if not, you can just do another shape. It will be fine. And then this is where you input your height map. So as you see, I've got it here. Click OK, then click Run. It will give you a text file once it's done and tell you how many objects it's made. You can quickly come and check it. So it should have like power pole end and so on, and then like wires. For pole wood 5, it should have 3 wires in between it, or like a certain amount, but it should be fine. And then come on to terrain builder. Let's go on to file, import objects, then pick. Don't choose the textile. It doesn't import right, and some stuff gets sunken into the ground, or the wires are just like angled awkwardly. Choose the LBT file. Then just click OK. That will do. As you can see on the map, there's the poles, there's the wires. So if we come into Bulldozer, we should be able to see it. So, as you can see, these are the end pieces. So the XML file just knows what goes what. So as you can see, it's got 3 wires connected, and it comes to just a normal power pole and so on, till the end where it puts down like another one. And this is the power line where we had it so that there was another wire coming off it. So as you can see, we were lucky today. So it's actually put a connecting piece and made it shoot off into a different direction. And this just goes off down this way and ends. The other power lines or power poles, there's a telephone pole which is just 1 wire. It's pretty easier to do. And there's the pylons from Sakal. Pylons work a bit differently. You need to flatten an area first for the pylon to go onto, just so it just works a lot cleaner. Or if not, you'd have to mess around with the height, look at the wires, but it should be fine. You'll figure it out. But yeah, that is pretty much how to do the power lines. It took me a while to figure it out. It's hard to find any like helpful guides about it, but I just messed around with it for a week and managed to get it to work. So yeah, here you go. So if anyone needs the help, just write down in the comments and I'll be sure to help you out. Thanks for watching.